Hello everybody, welcome back to Bazzar Repairs and Reviews. On today's video, we're going to turn an old router into a beast with the OpenWRT custom firmware. Stay tuned, this is going to be a good one. Now, are you tired of your regular old boring software that you get on most factory routers? I am. And years ago, I used to always switch my routers to custom firmware like DDWRT, I believe. But I haven't done it in a while, and I just ran into a couple issues the other day where I needed some additional features in my router, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm going back to OpenWRT. And so I went and did a search and found that my router is supported for that, as you can see down below. OpenWRT is a custom open source software that goes over the top of your routers, and it is absolutely amazing, and it's free and it's open source. Can't say enough about them. They are great. They have a nice website here. Just go to OpenWRT, check to see if your if your router is supported, and if it is, you can just download the factory image like I'm going to do here and switch right over from the old OEM software over to the new OpenWRT software, which gives you a boatload of new features. That would be a whole nother video for another day, the amount of features that this thing has. So it's very good, highly recommended if you like tinkering with things. So as I said, I'm going to go ahead and just download the factory image. And one more thing I need to add, just make sure that you check the documentation. There's some certain specific things you may need to have, like 8 megabytes of flash or something like that. Now, with that said, I'm just doing a master reset on my router. Just want to make sure that all my settings are wiped, and then it's going to be a nice clean installation. That's not something you have to do, but I think that would just be best practice. Once my router has already now been completely reset to factory settings, I'm just going to go ahead and plug in a LAN cable from the router to my computer and enter the default IP address to get into the system. You should be able to do this wirelessly as well, but it's preferred that you do it over Ethernet. Now just navigate over to where I would typically install my firmware, and then I just select the firmware that I downloaded from the OpenWRT website, and cross your fingers and go ahead and install. Now this just takes a couple minutes, and then once the router reboots, you'll just kind of refresh the page, and if all is well, let's see, you will get a completely new page that looks completely different, just like that, and it will be at the same address, 192.168.1.1. When you log in for the first time, you do not need a password, but it's highly recommended, obviously, to change that password immediately and make it something very strong. I also recommend setting up SSH keys that I did as well. So just in case you need to remote into the command line interface, you can do that, and doing it with keys makes it so much easier. The OpenWRT software, that's a video all in itself. The amount of features that this has is unbelievable. I'm not going to go into that today. Today was just how to install the OpenWRT software on a factory image, and that was how to turn an old router into a beast with OpenWRT. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one.